comes Greg Sachs once again in that yellow and white number 18 car. He is third, trying to close in on the front two.
The yellow car, Ernie Irvin, is fourth in this field.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Good. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, well, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm nice and toasty.
Are you by the fire too tonight?
I'm actually in the fire.
So you are very.
I got my family around me. This is Rebecca. This is Rebecca. And
Hey,
this is little Kylie.
Hey, Becky and Kylie. Hope they're doing
Hey,
well.
who do you have?
Hope it's just me, myself, and not.
This is great. We've got a little eggnog. We're drinking. It's Christmas in July.
Got a little bit of a watered down Huey Magoo Coke.
No, get closer. I gotta hear it. I gotta hear the ice crumble in my mouth. Soothing, Daddy.
Not much ice left. It's melted.
Hey, LTC family. This is Coop Daddy.
Oh, it's me, Cody, the host with the most.
Man, you know what's crazy? Speaking
What?
of Christmas in July, we got some random stuff that happened today.
Christmas in July?
Man.
Christmas in July?
Christmas in July. What?
Santa hats?
What?
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Listen.
it is. Maybe we all need a little bit of relaxation in the nation.
Wow.
Just sipping away. Oh man, what a day! It's been a hell of a day in motorsports. Yeah.
What's happened?
Yes, it has.
What happened?
I woke up today, still thinking about my Chase Elliott win over the weekend.
Oh, that was a long episode last night. I was very groggy.
Amen, amen, amen. July babies represent. It's a birthday month and a Christmas month for us. So I go to work. We got the dogs barking in the background. Anything new? No.
Shout out, buddy.
Shout out, buddy. One time.
Ow.
And it never stops. Ever. I get on Twitter and I notice that Bob Pockris makes a tweet in a random time of day. And when I read that tweet, I immediately click on the profile to make sure that it is in fact Bob Pockris's real Twitter account. And then I proceed to go. Yeah, I did. And then I go to 2311's Twitter account to see if this is real or if Bob got hacked. And then I saw Tyler Reddick signs starting in 2024 with 2311 Racing and Toyota.
Man, it's crazy. It's almost like I've been predicting this for a little bit. I said
and I don't even
he would not stick with Chevy.
And I don't even understand how or where you would have gotten that indication or idea. Because I thought you were stupid.
I'm a wizard.
You may be a wizard. And I guess that's what we're... Time traveler.
Big time traveler. I'm back in 78 with Rebecca and Kylie.
Where'd you go, though?
Oh, it just looks like I'm a blob. So it's crazy. Like Tyler Reddick, 2024 to 23XI, as Dalton Good would call it.
Bob Pockris made
Crazy.
that tweet at 12 o'clock on a
lunchtime.
Tuesday.
We all were just divulging, just eating up this
Yum.
news.
I wasn't hungry.
I'm hungry now. I'm starving. What does this mean? What does this mean for the next 2 years?
The hats keep us
What do we do?
cozy. The hats keep us cozy. Gasp. Tyler Reddick, who is completing the season, a successful season, with RCR, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, said that he had his option picked up with RCR, and he was looking forward to figuring something out for 2024. And he laughs it off and giggles.
Tee.
And then he signs with 2311 for the 2024 season. So he has 1 year left with RCR, one whole season, 1.5 seasons left with RCR before they know they're losing him.
The ultimate betrayal. Flip ship. No more Chevy. Straight to Toyota. Completely jumps. Who would have seen it coming? If anything, I had said that Tyler Reddick was going to go up to Stewart Haas. I said Tyler Reddick was going to be a Ford driver. Tyler Reddick looks like a Ford driver. Don't see him in a Toyota. But here we are.
Where are we?
We are sitting 7 races away from the playoffs that Tyler Reddick is locked into. RCR is 1,000% focused on winning a championship. They are going to try their hardest to win this championship. But what does that bring for Tyler Reddick with these last 7 races? Does Tyler Reddick go out and perform and look well? And then the playoffs, is there going to be something that happens? Are we going to see alliances now, though? Are we going to see Tyler Reddick working with Toyota drivers to build those friendships and build those relationships with those teams? Because he's going to need them. Because RCR is kind of the lone wolf out there right now.
When do you snub your guy away, though? When are you like, well, yeah, you can, because this kind of happened with Bubba.
It did, but it didn't, because even Richard was like, hey, props to the guy. I'm happy for him. And like, he finished the season and, like,
Bubba
rode
was
off in the
there.
sunset.
Right, but Bubba was there, brought all these sponsors, McDonald's, Cash App, DoorDash, and then they all exclusively went with Bubba. Like, they're not affiliated. I know McDonald's still is kind of partly with Richard Petty in some way, I think. But all the others just went with Bubba.
Well, that's the thing, too, is like Tyler Reddick leaving. Who does he take with him? He takes 3Chi possibly, because I don't see another driver that can fit the 3Chi.
Here is where my argument is, though. 3Chi is a Delta 8 company. I feel like they want to be on the 8 because it fits their brand. Yeah.
And it also, I mean, they're
quick. Probably. I mean, let's be completely honest. Probably. I don't know. I don't know that would happen. I think it's very possible. Yes. 100%.
I think so too.
I think that Tyler,
because RCR said that they've been very vocal that these motors are on their last leg. So what's to say that they don't plug one of these last leg motors into Tyler Reddick's car, but Austin Dillon's got these motors that are fresh and kind of sharpened.
It's exactly. Like, whoa, yeah, that's what my heart felt when I saw the news.
It's gonna say Kyle Busch to the 4 now. That's what we're gonna see.
Yeah, I remember when ESPN used to drop those kinds of bombs back in like 2013. I was getting like notification Carl Edwards retired.
LeBron comes home.
yeah, those were the days. Back on point though. Tyler Reddick, I think, is gonna find himself in a pickle in one way or another going into next season. Whether he just doesn't get much performance, which I know that like RCR, it's a company of integrity. I don't think that they're going to sabotage him or anything like that. But I think that Tyler can find himself in a pickle because maybe he won't be getting the number 1 car of the week as consistently as he is right now. And or they might get a little bit frustrated based on the shockingness just by how I understood their PR release, where they were like, although the timing for this could, please quote it exactly.
Let's get it. I just saw something too. I want to pull this up in a second. I don't know what that was. We are proud of the success that Tyler Reddick has found with Richard Childress Racing. We are focused on winning championships in 2022 and 2023. Although the timing of this announcement could not be any worse. Period. What is this? Someone made a design, and it's got Bubba Wallace in the 23, Kurt Busch in the 45, and Tyler Reddick in the 67.
Nice. I love it.
I give up.
Yeah, it's fun. Let's see. Yeah, Alex. I don't even know like what, I didn't divulge too much into it, but reigning IndyCar champion. Something comes out that he signed with Ganassi, and then another thing comes out and says he signed with McLaren. And it's like crossed over, switched back and forth. It's a really complicated situation. And I can't understand as a casual fan what team he's actually with. This is fair. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's Hardee's. Thank you. Thank you, stat guy. Dude, this is a good point, too. I mean, the way Denny's talked in the press conference, paraphrasing, but this is what he insinuated. Kurt can drive for his team however long Kurt wants to, up until he's 48. That's the specific age Denny said. And he said,
that's a weird age.
Yeah, I know. And then for the Bubba thing, I think it was the president of 2311 who stated that Bubba was going to be in the car for the foreseeable future. That they have like future plans with Bubba. So I think most likely Kurt retires at the end of next season, and then he'll take that ride.
Does he, though? What is a good charter that would be sufficient enough for Michael Jordan? Like, what? That's my thing, is like, what's a number that sticks out to him that he's like,
isn't okay, the 77, isn't the 77 chartered?
The 33? Yeah, the 77 is.
Okay, so buy that from Spire. Spire needs to be a one-car team.
Buy the 33. Who's got the 33?
Well, the charters aren't associated with the number themselves. Like how... So, I'm trying to think of one to use. So, think about how the 88 became the 48. Or the 88 became the 48, and then the 48 became the 5, and it was a weird, like, switcheroo.
Yeah.
So, that's how, like, the charters work. So, like, Hendrick owns 4 charters. He doesn't necessarily own the 24. He just owns, like, somebody could buy the 24 charter and then renumber it the 33.
Okay.
So, it's a matter of, like, which charter out of the 36 are, like, going to be purchasable by 2311.
You know, it's hard telling, too, because, like, what's the future of RCR? Because I stated it in our text earlier. Austin Dillon doesn't need to run anymore. Yeah, Cheddar's has to go with Reddick. Like, they have to. They are building with Tyler right now. But, like,
yes.
What do you do with RCR? Does the 8 go to 23 and then RCR just kind of like...
No way. drift.
But like,
does RCR? So do you think that Denny's trying to like shorthand Richard into maybe selling that whole charter?
Why wouldn't he?
Because Richard Childress could fill that seat. No, Richard Childress could fill that 8 car immediately by snapping his finger.
But why?
Because that number is worth a whole lot of money. That font is worth a whole lot of money. Junior in the chat, bro, like is the prime example. I'm like the prime example. We grow up loving the 8 car, and then it sucks for a long time. And a guy gets in it and he starts driving the same lines like our legend of a man drove in the same number. We automatically go to Tyler Reddick.
Yeah.
We start buying Tyler merch. He built a huge fan base. People love him. RCR starts getting big money funneled in. They bring an entire industry, cannabis, in because of this guy's like just flair and just pure. Like everybody knew Tyler was going to win. Everybody knew that Tyler was going to be a force in NASCAR. He's developed and he's starting to show that now this season. I don't think that RCR jumped quick enough for him.
This falls back to Richard being in his own head, I think, because...
Amen, Junior. I knew it. Yeah, exactly, brother.
You focus too much on Austin Dillon. You've put way too much effort into the guy that's not performed up to the expectation he needed to. Obviously, in the Truck Series, Xfinity, sure, that's fine, cool and all. But what did you bring besides upset fans to Richard Childress Racing when the 3 car returned? So, like, RCR similar to what Ganassi was. Like, Ganassi was on their last leg, and they get rid of their stuff. So Richard's kind of in that same boat to where it's like, okay, I've been doing this for years. Where do I go? Like, do we hand this company down to the family and let them deal with it? Or do we sell? Do we sell and give it to Junior, which Junior finally jumps up and makes his cut? Exactly. The 8 and the 88 is a good, it's good, but like the more Cody and I talked about it, we were just like, does it make sense now for the 3 to go away when the 3 has become synonymous with NASCAR fans again? Like, it's great to see that 3 car out there. But, you know, you're kind of on the leg where it's, okay, Kevin Harvick's going to retire. Kevin Harvick was the predecessor to the 3 going to the 29. So you didn't exactly see the 3, but you saw like the shades of the 3 car back in a very similar style. But the 3 car has returned to this new audience to where it's like, okay, I just started watching NASCAR. I know nothing about it. Who's ran the 3 car before? So the history's back kind of with the 3 car because you get to see it. And the sponsors are there for the 3 car. So it's like a whole new remodel of this car. But do you just let it die out and then stick with your 8 and 88? Because the 88 is going to be... 88's kind of more popular than the 3 is. Like, people talk about the 88 a little bit more than you talk about the 3 now. Because the 3 is, it's one man. But the 88, there's all these schemes that we can kind of throw back to with that 88 car. So, do the sponsors in that 3 car stay? Because Dow's already been down on its last leg to where it's not there. Bass Pro, Brestree, Andy's Frozen Custard, these sponsors have kind of made the 3 car different than what it used to be. So, and the 8 car is completely remodeled too. Like it's been the same since like Newman and Daniel Hamrick in it. It's like Cat. Like Cat's kind of that sponsor. It's been there. What Jeff Burton running the 31.
But it's
like
gone
the Cat
now.
Sponsors. Yeah. So like that sponsor's been there, and they just kind of like fizzled it over to the 8 car, which is fine because that's where like Reddick was making his
but
move.
It's gone.
8 car. What, Cat?
Yeah.
I mean, Cat could come back. I'm sure it's just a phone call. Hey, Cat, you want to come back? Like, they're going to be down sponsors regardless because 3G's not.
I think 3G just stays.
But like, if you get Austin Hill in there, is Austin Hill the face of 3G? No.
He could be. Let's run through these
It
real
doesn't seem
quick.
like it.
Where could JRM fit into this in 24? I just to summarize it real quick, I don't think it's unlikely that Junior doesn't somehow find himself in play.
But what do you do with
ownership.
Allgaier? What do you do with Allgaier? That like Allgaier's, he's there. Like he's already had his time, and
I think
he's
honestly
here and there.
Just for the sake of focus, like for right now, I think that is like a whole other can of beans you could open up just for JRM. Like I think we could probably go on for an hour about that. We can genuinely talk about that tomorrow, but tonight I want to stick with this as close as possible. He should have signed him for 2 years and not had the 1 year offer. I assume that this is when we were talking about getting rid of the 3, and I agree with Mark. It falls back to money. RCR should be given to Junior. RCR go 1 car and the 8 go to JRM. I think that could be possible. Perhaps we could see something that's like a Earnhardt and JRCR. Something like that where Junior maybe has like ownership of 1 car exclusively, runs it out of his shop.
I think Dylan's only contracted till next year. Like that's it after next year.
Okay. Remind me to go through that part.
Okay.
I could see I can see that being a situation.
Why Allgaier though? That's the thing. It's like as much as we talk about the guys, Sam Mayer. What do you do with him? What do you do with Josh Berry? Like Josh Berry, he's got to do something now. He's in that stage of his life where it's like, okay, I don't know if I want to run Xfinity the whole time because AJ's already been cut back to Xfinity and he's happy and he's content. But like,
if you know anything about diesel motors, you know Cat isn't coming back. That sounds terrifying for that industry. Yeah, I cannot comment whatsoever.
Bass Pro is easy. True Timbers, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, that's all Noah Gregson. That's his thing. They'll follow him. Three car to who? To Junior or give it to the 8 and 88 would be cool, I think. Yeah. That's better than the 3 and the 8. I don't think it's going to flop.
I don't think it's going to flop, but I think that would be the outcome if it did.
There's so much more to do with that show, though, because like with his bull riding team, with his experience with the Hurricanes, with the Panthers, like there's so much more that he can kind of branch out to, and his management team. I mean, he's managers of how many drivers out in the Cup and Xfinity right now, and Truck Series. I think he's got 1 truck. He's got his brother that's under Ty Dillon or under Team Dillon management. Himself, Paul. Yeah, I mean, Josh has got to be brought up.
I think there's somebody who's just super off the wall on that list. Hold on.
There's a random like sports figure that's with Team Dillon.
Is it Team Dillon?
It's Team Dillon management, if I'm not mistaken.
Just hear me clacking away. Okay, it's him, Alfredo, John Hunter, Allmendinger, Kaz, Cody Ware, Tanner Thorson, Sheldon Creed, and Austin Hill. And then Brian Gay, a golfer.
Okay, so I knew there was someone out of the blue that's there. I think Ty's with him too, if I'm not mistaken.
I read everybody who was on there, and Ty is no longer. No, because I feel like that was news recently.
It might have been. I think Ty was with them before when Ty was running like the random.
Ryan, real quick, that was confirmed. I think it was confirmed on DBC, where
yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, where Trackhouse had initially talked to RCR about buying that, and then
before they started.
Yeah, And then it came out that Trackhouse had bought Ganassi.
Yeah.
I missed it. What's exciting? So Tyler Reddick, driver of the 8 car, who is like just on an upward trend, hell of a driver, picked up by his team for next season. So 2023, he's driving in the 8 car, has already signed with a different team for 2024.
Do you think next year, it's hard telling, do you think brands latch to Tyler Reddick that want to start up when he moves over? Do you think we see new sponsors out there with Tyler? They might be like very minimal, but it's going to be something where it's, let's just throw it out, like Mountain Dew. Like
yes,
I was
Ty
talking
Dillon
about
is KHI. Yes.
Okay.
He's with Harvick.
Yeah. Okay. But like, do we see another sponsor get with Reddick that's preparing for the future? Kind of like Bubba was doing with his thing, and then he just morphed over and took more. Because like Reddick's got Cheddar's is they're secure. It's Cheddar's and then 3G. What's the other? It's the black scheme.
Yeah, it's the red and black one.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I am second.
I don't think he's ran I am second in a while. What the hell's the other one? Oh, I think it's just Chevrolet. I think him and Dylan split the Chevrolet one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just Chevy Motorsports or something.
I mean, that would be just an. They would have to stay. They couldn't follow him.
No, I mean
he's going Toyota.
But like, I don't know. What do we see?
I mean, 2311 isn't lacking
Buc-ee's?
Sponsors. 2311's not lacking in major sponsors though.
No.
DoorDash,
But like,
Monster.
if you're gonna, yeah, but like DoorDash, Bubba.
But I mean,
Monster,
does Monster
Kurt.
leave with Kurt?
No. Not unless they focus on more of Gibbs. Like if Ty comes up, what do you do there? Do you still run the both, or kind of like Bass Pro's doing with Martin and Dylan, or do you just kind of stick with that young face that's around?
I don't know.
Jordan Brand? I mean, Jordan Brand with Reddick? That would be dope as shit. Reddick could totally be the guy that's walking on pit road wearing some, Jordan 3s. Like, he's that type of guy.
Without a doubt, yeah. I don't think
So,
that they're
like,
going to
that's
struggle.
cool.
I don't think they're going to
No.
struggle at all sponsorship-wise. I think right here, this is interesting. How will Reddick work with Toyotas? Historically, when it's known that a driver is going to be going to another manufacturer, you never really see like a huge difference in how they race. Like they're still going to stick with overall like current manufacturer orders. You're not going to see Tyler Reddick pitting with Toyotas at super speedways. I don't think that's going to happen at all. I don't think you're going to see him being any less or any more aggressive with Toyotas. I think he'll race a Toyota just as hard, perhaps next season, as he does this season or the season after.
What does he do for Bossman, though? What does he do for Bossman Denny Hamlin? Is Denny going to help him out?
I don't think so.
You don't think?
No, because after 2311 was announced, Denny never really looked out for Bubba, and Bubba never really looked out for Denny.
Yeah, that's true.
That's getting more and more and more like possible.
What does he do? Does he retire?
No.
Does he step away?
I think if anything, I believe it was Dalton who said it. Kyle Busch wants to win a championship in all 3 series. Does he just like back off for a year, go win a championship in the Truck Series, jump into the Cup Series in 2024 with his own team?
Well, the way it's looking too, like what is Eric doing?
Almirola?
Yeah, what is Eric doing?
I'm
you
getting
retiring?
Are you
I'm
staying? I'm kind of getting like a Tom Brady vibe off of him.
I wonder if it's because he hasn't got a win yet. So is he waiting for that win and then he's like, okay, boys, yeah, I'm done. Or is it like, I'm not going to win. I'm not going to get in the playoffs. Okay, Let me come back one more. Let me see if I can get that one last win.
This is a great point.
Oh my God.
It's
Dude,
almost
the
like they're trying to like
fucking,
implant themselves into NASCAR.
It's not even that. The fucking AEW women's champion was with Denny Hamlin, and they took a picture together. Like,
But NASCAR is not doing anything on the other side.
Mm-mm.
Like NASCAR is not
They're not
pushing
promoting
WWE.
shit.
No. So it's
What
it's
NASCAR
weird.
does, they're like, oh, you know, like NBC was like, oh, tune in for Monday Night Raw when like the two wrestlers, I don't know their name, I forgot.
Right,
it,
but
but
Fox
they jumped in
also-
the car.
Right, but Fox would do the same thing for SmackDown, sure. But also, they would do like Law and Order tonight, blah 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 blah.
And then like
they
WWE
always,
would
like,
come on, and they're
push.
not promoting the race. They're not like, oh
Right.
guys, stay tuned for New Hampshire. Like Gunnar was watching it last night. I didn't hear him. I didn't hear him say watch the New Hampshire race this weekend.
Yeah, it's just like a really weird like partnership. Is that for Kyle? I don't think so. I don't think Kyle would change manufacturers. There's no way.
He could.
KBN,
It's not out of the realm.
he's not good. No, as much success as he's had. And
Hey,
like,
look at Stuart Friesen. That guy jumps a new manufacturer every damn year, practically. Like he's
who is he
everywhere.
with this year?
He's with Toyota still.
Why would
I
Kyle
think
Busch
2
want
years
to
in a
leave?
row.
Right. He's been jumping around, not much success, gets in a Toyota, and he's having a hell of a year.
Yeah,
Why would Kyle Busch leave that manufacturer?
because Kyle's been there. Kyle's done it with them. Why not?
Kyle's
move?
not going to be competing at the like maximum peak possibility. He's not going to do it. He's not going to be like, yeah, I can bring Ford back. No.
Yeah.
That's what I think it's turning into.
Why would you? Kyle wants way more than Gibbs wants. You can give Gibbs good money, but Kyle wants more. Kyle knows his worth.
So with that, Kyle Busch is not going to be like, okay, I'm in top tier equipment, but you won't pay me what I need. I can drop down a couple levels and get paid way more, but I'm going to suck. Kyle Busch is never going to want to suck. He is never going to want to feel desperate. So if that's the situation he's in, Kyle Busch might not race next season. He might just pull out.
Isn't that weird to think of?
Yeah.
Like a racing season without Kyle Busch. Just his team.
That'd kind of be a Kyle Busch thing to do.
It kind of would be. Focuses more on Rowdy, get some new flavors out, promotes
his family.
Shit. Yeah. Talks about Brexton, like
does the YouTube thing. Builds up his marketability.
Well, we've heard that all season, like Kyle Busch to the 10, but like
it was like it was a joke.
Doing?
Yeah, it was a joke though for the longest time. And now it's like,
well, I mean, so was Reddick leaving. I said that too, and everyone was like, aha.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm a fucking time traveler.
Yeah. Right now you're correct, but in retrospect, if today never happens, you look like a fool.
I'm never a fool.
Nah, I mean, clearly not right now. We're both fools sitting here still with these Santa hats on.
That's true.
Smithfield said,
"Might pay what." That doesn't sound promising. Like, I don't want to go to a job and guys like, hey, I might pay you what you want.
Yeah, back on that one, Stewart doesn't own a whole team either.
He owned partial ownership in the team.
Yeah, but I think that's like this time. Like,
I think it's more of
this run.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm talking about how like Kyle won't change just because of manufacturer.
Yeah.
It is a hell of a silly season. I think Gibbs goes to the 19. I think 19 after Truex retires fits him. 18 has to be like a real bad guy, and I don't think Ty's ever going to be a bad guy again. I think that's possible.
Who would?
Dalton would melt. No matter what the outcome is, if Kyle Busch is not in the 18, Dalton's going to melt. I'm worried for Dalton's well-being if Kyle Busch leaves Joe Gibbs. And I'm especially worried for his well-being if Kyle Busch has a Carl Edwards type retirement.
Out of the blue, just poof.
Yeah. If you've ever seen the movie Powder, the way it ends, just runs and turns into energy and explodes.
Poor Dalton. Dalton would have to change everything. I mean, everything's already getting changed anyway, but like you take his 18 away, guy has nothing.
Yeah, like he has like his plain colored 18 stuff that's like not sponsored, but it's just
His
like
flag?
Kyle Busch. Yeah.
Just his 18 flag.
Wild news across all fronts. I'm sure he does. I don't know.
Suarez can move, I think.
I feel like Kyle Busch would be too like hard-headed for Justin to handle. I think Justin like picked up two guys who were down on their luck and has became their like idol. Right? So they like extra drive their ass off for Justin Marks.
You could see a return though. You could see Suarez go back to Gibbs and then maybe Ross
Suarez
is
is never Suarez will retire with Trackhouse. Guaranteed.
Kyle Busch and Ross Chastain as teammates.
Daniel Chastain and Busch on the same team is fucking terrifying. Junior is just angry today. He's hurt. Hold on. Back to Radio LTC. Junior, I know you're hurt. I'm gonna do the thing. The thing. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Radio LTC. It's me, your boy, Cody, the host with the most.
Hey, it's Coop Daddy.
Hey, Coop Daddy. What's good? Ooh. We're taking in requests tonight in the comments. I realized we had someone who was sad in the crowd. Junior.
I'm so concerned. I'm sad right now too. What does my fandom leave me if my man Austin Dillon's out of that 3? Kevin Harvick retires.
Whoa, tone it down, brother.
What do
let's
I
speak a little bit more relaxing.
Austin Dillon retires. Kevin Harvick retires. What do I look forward to on Sundays?
What?
I don't know. I'm confused. I'm lost.
So what you're telling me is the Coop Daddy from the LTC don't want all of his boys to be up on out of here and retired because he's got no one else to follow.
I've got one other.
NG and the non. But where does he go? Is he stuck in the Xfinity?
He takes the 9 from Chase Elliott. I should flash a nipple.
Yeah, that's what we like to do in the LTC. Justin loves Daniel, Trackhouse all day. Yeah. I don't know why I've dropped my voice down that low and now it's like stuck. But that'll hurt a little bit less every single week. You want to? Oh man. So do we need to kill the voices? All right, that was Radio LTC, place to be. Era. So anyway,
Go.
you missed Radio LTC might come back in a little bit.
Will you do me a favor and pull up that thing
that we talked about?
Yeah.
Yes. Got it. If Truex does that,
please.
Yeah.
Give me Truex back in the 8.
No, Truex is done after next season. In the Cup, I don't know. I think he would probably go over to Kurt if that happens.
No, he's talked more about like he likes Daniel. He doesn't mind Daniel. He's grown around Ross.
No. Dalton 100% will be a Kurt fan until he retires, and by that time, Ty will probably. No, by that time, Ty will be in the Cup by the time that Kurt retires. So then he'll immediately go to Ty 100%. And next episode, we'll straight up ask him that. Jimmy Spencer to the 10. Yeah. This is true.
That's very true.
Yeah,
very true.
We've all seen it. No, he currently hates Kyle Larson right now.
But it's a Kyle.
He's like, man, might as well. He like marks out Bush on everything he owns and like in Sharpie writes Larson under it.
He's the type of Panthers fan that would have a damn like Bush 18 Panthers jersey, you know?
That would be dope.
He would be that guy. Thank you. Oh,
I just
speak
don't
my
know.
language. I'd be a big Martin guy if that's the case.
She said, yeah, but it's a Kyle.
Mm-hmm. He likes Drew Dollar. That's a funny thing you mentioned that. Cody.
What?
What's Joey's contract looking like?
All right, can we see it?
We can see it. Take that comment off.
Huh?
Take that comment off.
Oh.
There we go. Now we got them all.
All right. Just trying to get rid of these freaking pop-ups.
We're unprofessional.
So we're gonna do end. So here's everybody who's done in 2022.
So there's some names that stand out, like Chris Buescher. They're obviously going to stick with him. Kurt Busch, I mean, he's obviously going to continue. Chastain got to. Austin Dillon, damn, he's up this year. Fuck.
Jennifer Jokov in the 8.
Fuck. Dillon's up this year.
Oh, it's
And
not
he's
a
not
roast
said
session.
nothing.
Um,
Oh man.
Stands were empty. I'm telling everybody, the stands were empty in Atlanta because of how scary the weather looked. Cooper, why did you not go to Atlanta?
I literally had my ticket ready to go. Cody was like, let's go, let's do it. The more I looked at the forecast, I said, nah, I don't want to drive down there on a Sunday. I don't want to risk my day off being rained out because I can't go Monday, so my ticket's going to be wasted, so I didn't go. And I regret it. There was a great race on TV. Both of them.
I know some people who said they didn't go just because it was too hot and it was in the daytime. And I know a lot of people who said they didn't go because of the weather.
Yep.
You generalize that out. I know that sounds a little crazy, but that's a pretty general consensus. A lot of people didn't buy tickets because they did not want to waste a weekend. Kyle to the 10, that would be insane. Dalton immediately goes to Drew Dollar.
He does.
I don't know that this has been 100% updated.
Well, Eric Jones says he's expired. Well, I mean, Atlanta's a bad sports town, but that ain't the reason. Fuck.
That's probably about right.
Fuck.
I was with my people.
So there's some good names. Will you scroll down just a little bit and go to Joey? He's covered up by a pop-up. Joey's only good till next year. Where does Justin go? But like the thing is with Noah, does Noah stick with Colleague? Like, do we go hard with Colleague?
No. What's gonna happen if Junior comes to the Cup? I don't know how we just straight jump to this. If Junior comes to the Cup and let's say he just wipes the slate clean and he has just 2 open cars, I think the guys who drive for him are Josh Berry and Noah Gragson in the Cup. Yeah. Justin is aged in the Xfinity series, and he has never been – he has great seasons, but he has never dominated in the Xfinity series. Anytime he's ever started in the Cup, it's always been less than, like, impressive. So I think he is an Xfinity series guy. Right, like the way that Ron Hornaday was just a truck series guy. There's nothing wrong with that. That's no hate at him, but that's how
like
it
AJ.
Is. Yeah,
like AJ is the Xfinity guy. He doesn't want to move. He's fine. But like that leaves room for AJ. What does AJ do?
I don't even want to discuss
maybe there's
this.
a ride.
I don't even want to talk about this being like
kind
of possible.
Very possible. And it's beautiful. It'd be great.
What more does Joey Logano owe to the sport? If you tell me right now that Joey Logano is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, I would call you a moron.
Joey and Kurt to the booth.
Yeah. I could see
Kurt,
that
and Clint.
In the next
Beautiful.
3 years, I could see that. I don't know that Joey retires like now or next season. I could see him running 2 to 3 more years and being like, yeah, I'm good. He hasn't been as hungry this season as he normally is.
The names aren't shocking on here. I mean, Blaney's staying. Blaney doesn't leave.
I think the new track, I like it at Atlanta. I just don't want it at every other 1.5. I think it's cool for Atlanta, like just being like a special track. I think it makes Atlanta cool again. Because like there were so many people who talked about how they hated the old Atlanta, and I loved it. I wish they never would have changed it just because of the track it was. But at least Atlanta gets to stay special because everybody started like crapping on it so much that everybody by nature started hating it. So I think it was good for Atlanta as a track. Is that like confirmed?
It's very.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I believe so too. So the 4 opens up after next season in 24. Like 100%. Kevin's done next season.
I don't. Who goes?
To the 4?
Who is a standout? Yeah, who is a standout that could fill that?
I think that Ford and Monster wanted Haley to be progressed more than she already is. And I think it's put like a wrench in their ultimate plans. I think that it was predicted for Haley to be in the Xfinity Series this season and next season and jump to the Cup in 24. If I was a fly on the wall, that's probably what I heard.
But there's people like, I mean, he's over on the corner, Ricky. Like, what does Ricky do? What does a person like, it's weird to say, but like Garrett Smithley, Josh Balicki, like, do they develop these guys enough to where they can move into another team, maybe run the 10 car, get the fanship, get the backing behind them, push them up a little quicker to the 4, and then stick with that 10 car as kind of like your rookie car, like the Wood brothers are doing. Or I get it's weird, but like the 2 car, it's kind of that rookie car right now, just because the others are filled. But do you stick with the 2 car being that big name? You stick with the 2 and the 12, and then your 21 and 22 are the rookie cars? Because I think the 14 and the 4, those are good cars to where they have enough backing behind them because of just prior experience. But the 41 and the 10 aren't. Because the 41 is not seeing as much success as the 14 or the 10 have, or the 4.
We're talking so far ahead about things that might not even be possible next week based on what could happen.
But like you dropped the news about Reddick. Where does that leave everyone else to kind of jump in and start making jumps quicker than anticipated?
Because this isn't normal for NASCAR, like historically.
No, that's weird. Yeah. And why did Noah Gragson smile? Why did he send a tweet that was smiling?
I think that's Noah trying to stir a pot to get his name brought up.
Or him and Reddick are friends. So is that just him showing his pleasure for Reddick getting that chance to be that top dog?
No, he would just be like, "Congrats, bro."
So it just opens up because people
AAA was going to sponsor Reddick at 2311, but they said we can't because you can change a tire any better than us. That is very possible.
No. The 34 is going to be opened up soon.
He ran so good. For Roush. Zane did.
Very good. Top 15, right? No.
Top 20.
Outside.
He was like 17th.
20. Yeah.
But I mean, like, props to him. So
but you've also got Riley Herbst. Like,
no,
he's not ready for it. But what do you do with Riley?
You drop him is what you do.
Matty D.
No.
Like, do we shoot back for Matty D to come back, or do we go?
Boy is struggling in a truck.
Ty Majeski?
No, we're not pulling any. No, I think we're just moving veterans around. I don't think any I don't see anybody jumping in. I think it's just going to be a shuffling of names.
You know, Harvick might be the type of guy too, to where he's like, okay, maybe we are going to wait on Deegan. We're going to see how she develops. Put her in the Xfinity ride. You know, get Riley out. Put Riley to the 1. Put Deegan in the 98. Let them run, see how they do, and then maybe Harvick signs a small extension and continues out. And then you kind of fill it from there.
No, I don't think so. Harvick said it so many times how he's like, yeah, I'm ready to hang it up. Contract's over. The amount of focus he's putting on his son.
It's weird to think about too. Like just the other day, it was
put Keelan in the 10.
21 years ago, Harvick had that first Atlanta win too. 21 years.
I think Harvick is out no matter what. Next season is his retirement year. 100%. I think he's going to go over to Europe.
You think?
Yeah. I think he's going to really, because Keelan wants to be an F1 driver. And I think because he competed in Italy a couple weeks ago when they were in Nashville. Or no,
yeah,
it was either when they were in Nashville or Vegas. I can't remember.
I think it was Vegas.
Keelan was out in Italy. So I think that it's possible that he moves to Europe and helps Keelan pursue that.
That's not a bad thing to think about either.
The Todd contract is to be determined, it says. It's in that bracket. Braxton to the 18 and Keelan to the 4.
Fuck. Start him young.
Harvick's 60. Kyle's 58. They're still running, and then they finally can retire and let their boys take their rods.
It's like LeBron.
Yeah. I think Deegan still has time. I think she needs to get away from DGR. Already saw that one.
Who?
I think if that was coming, do you think he already would have announced it? Or does he do what Denny did and wait? Because Justin Marks started the rambling 2 years before Trackhouse ran.
It's just weird though, because the timing of this Tyler Reddick thing, do more people just jump out and start announcing shit just to keep themselves in the news? Get the excitement, get the building going. Or do you wait?
We haven't even been on the screen at all this whole time.
No.
Welcome back. I don't know. I think are we way too far ahead now?
I don't think we are, because it's hard telling what's going to happen in these next few weeks.
Or does it just go quiet until next year? Was this the one bombshell we get and that's it? It's either not going to cause any after effect, or now teams are going to start signing drivers years ahead.
That, or
kind of like F1.
It's like college recruits. They're not ready to get out of high school till 25, but they've already verbally committed to going to University of Southern California.
What if we have KBJRM?
Absolutely not. Earnhardt Childress Racing. That is what's happening.
I think so. I also think so with this. I think Corey.
Corey's up.
I think Corey could win. I think Corey could win Daytona coming up.
Corey's up this year, right? Scroll back up.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Here's a fun one. It's a driver by age.
Harvick is kicking it.
Look how young Joey is.
Yeah.
Like in theory, we could have 12 more years. I mean, if Joey was like Harvick, we could have 14 more years of Joey.
That's fine.
Possible. I think this is a really fair point. And in the press conference today when it happened, did you see the press conference?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up. Just
all right.
Tap dance for me.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
It was a terrible time to leave. Awful time while I'm trying to find this. I guess until he gets back. Welcome back to Radio LTC. Let's go. 500 what? Totally see, or the 18. Country music? We want some country? I don't have that. I have this called Feeding the Ducks. Here we go. This is for you, Junior. Hey, I'm back. We did this? Yeah. Okay. Is this better? Is this more uplifting? This is Rush Hour. The Cody Power Rush Hour.
I have a small bladder.
You left in the worst possible time.
Bro, it was killing me.
Because I was like, can you tap dance for me? And you said, yeah, I'll be right back. And I was trying to find that video.
There were no faces on the screen, so what was I supposed to do? Like tap dance for you?
That meant talk.
Oh.
Me too. Yes. Please.
Can we listen to Alan Jackson? Can we listen to Chattahoochee?
We can't do that on stream, no sir.
Can you play like just the instrumental?
No. Unfortunately not.
You know, let's be honest. I think the 8 car is going to be filled by Racetrack Rob.
They're throwing Robbie Boy in it.
I think Racetrack Rob's going to be he's going to fill the 8 car. It makes sense. Why would you not? The guy's got more driving experience than anyone on the field right now.
Think so?
Has to. Hard for the guy, you know? You sound like a librarian.
I know. I hate it.
Like I'm trying to rent my book out. Just typing away. Checking my card. See my expressions.
Okay. This is skew car. Not stealing anybody's properties. Citing the sources. This is for informational purposes. Where'd it go? If I can find it. I'll be hell far, son. Dude, I don't even know.
Dude, I'll fucking tell you.
Did that fix it? All right, now I think I can do it.
I can't even tell what you're doing. I have no login, so I'm just kind of stuck here. I can't put comments up, can't play music.
Here we go.
There we go. No sound.
There's no sound?
No.
What do you mean? Wow.
We're rookies at this.
Yeah, I've never done this before. All right, hold on. I'll do it this way.
Let's talk about New Hampshire. How are we feeling about New Hampshire? Are we feeling what's going to be the better race? Are we going to think Xfinity or Cup? Drop it in the comments that Cody's not going to pull up because he's busy.
Be on the wrong. You might have
there we
the
go.
wrong media.
Thank you, Danny. Appreciate your time, all of you.
Oh,
hey,
I don't
guys.
mean to interrupt you, but I think we have Tyler. I appreciate you joining our availability, man. But I think you might be on the wrong. You might have entered the wrong media availability session.
Yeah, I don't think that he did. I'd like to announce to the media that today I would like to formally announce Tyler Reddick is part of a future member of the 2311 and Toyota Racing family starting in 2024. So, hi, buddy.
Hey. What's up? What's up? Thanks.
Surprise?
Surprise.
He's so
happy. Dude, that was how it was announced, though. Like, how awkward is that? I mean, it's cool. It's funny. But I don't know. It was just weird timing.
Do you remember when Logan Paul announced that he was doing Prime? It was on the split thing, and they were talking shit to each other, and they're like, I'm going to beat your ass. And they're like, swapped phones. So, like, Logan Paul was on KSI's, and then they just meet up, and they're like, hey, guys, new energy drink.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it was like it was a modern, it was a modern way to do it, right? Like they couldn't have done that in '99. Like, what was Dale gonna walk into Richard Childress Racing and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to be here"? And Richard's like, No, he was supposed to be here. This is our new driver. Like, they're not doing that then.
Yeah.
We need to catch up.
I should be Russian? Shit.
You do look kind of Russian right now.
A little bit. Let me put my ball back. There.
We stand with Ukraine. I think that's by default.
I guess I can. I'm Russian, right?
No, you make your people look better if you do.
Okay. Yep. I run the Russian people.
You just saved the world, bro. This right here just healed humanity. That's bold. Bubba stays in the 23 forever. Bubba's never leaving it. Bubba's the most marketable guy in NASCAR.
I'm going to say it again. Bubba to the fucking 6. Bubba to the 6.
No.
Put it.
No.
If I said Tyler Reddick was going to leave RCR and he was going to leave and go to a different manufacturer, I'm saying that Bubba's going to go back to the 6.
This is true, I think.
Yeah. Straight the fuck up.
Yeah. Their post was sad. Will you quote the last part of the quote again? Although the timing of this announcement is awful.
Although the timing of this announcement could not be any worse. Worse.
What were they planning? What talks were they in?
A lot of people in the comments are kind of like, RCR didn't know till the day of. Hire Noah.
Well, so Tyler also said that this shouldn't come as a shock to RCR.
But it is.
Or had he already been like, listen, I'm out. And they
posted to the story too. They put it on the damn story.
Yeah. Sad boy hours. Cooper, that comment's for you.
Oh my god, dude. If I could, fuck.
You kind of do like put off like Cooper Nurmagomedov.
I'd take it. That's a fucking
Cooper
compliment. Thanks,
Nurmagomedov.
man. Thanks, man.
That's genuinely you do. Yeah.
That's an idol.
You look like one of his goons. Yeah, bring it back
beard.
out. Yeah. And you're gonna look like one of his goons.
These fucking commenters made me cut it.
It was a Turnpike, wasn't it?
No, man, I think it was Joe. No baseball hat?
Dude, I think from here on out, you have to wear Russian hats at all times.
I'm gonna get the big fucking Habib wig.
Please.
I'm gonna get the big ass wig. You can get it off Amazon, man.
Well, honestly, no. I think that's disrespectful to their culture.
No, I'm not disrespecting it. I think it's a badass thing. It's like the fans that wear it, you know?
I don't know. I think that's disrespectful to the culture.
No, you know what's disrespectful? I'm getting on a tangent now. Tito Ortiz coming out with a fucking half and half flag. I do not like Tito Ortiz. Motherfucker came out in a Mexican flag with an American flag, and they're sewn together.
I think that's disrespectful. I think that's disrespectful to both nations. To both.
Yes. And I get it too. Like, you're the Huntington Beach bad boy. You're right there on the border, but like he's both. His family's
bring out two flags.
Family.
Like hold one on both sides.
Or like celebrate. Like just fucking damn zip tie them together. But
no,
like doing the half, fuck that.
I have different issues with like decorations and stuff that's like the American flag, and then like there's just something all over it. Like, they have like American flags, and there's a Tennessee in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's disrespectful. It actually goes against flag code, as does wearing a U.S. flag clothing that alters the flag in any way. That's against flag code. I I mean, I get the sentiment behind it, but the same people who like complain about certain things don't honor flag code like kind of regularly. So I don't know how we went on that tangent. We're like 0-30. Known or Mega Made always
Incorrect.
going 0-30. Just keep taking him out every single week. There's no way they'd throw Ty in the 8. Please don't.
No, absolutely not. No.
Pain.
How your boys doing? What? Take that away. I don't know what that was. Take it away. That was never shown in the show.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark.
Yeah. Mark, you're in timeout, buddy.
One more.
Yeah. Okay. We have spiraled now.
Yeah.
Does Kurt retire?
Yes. To the booth. To the booth.
Denny said that Kurt can be on his team until he is 48 if he wants to.
Kurt can be on the team in the sense of what Denny is without driving the car.
No, there's no way. Because I guarantee you, Kurt ends up in a position with 2311. I don't think Kurt's gonna leave the Jordan brand or anything like that. Kurt,
that's what I mean. Like Kurt's gonna be the manager.
Kurt attaches so well to brands. Like Monster ate him up. He was so good with it. Like at this point now, Brad in my mind is the Miller guy and Joey is the Pennzoil guy. But when I was
and that's the thing too. Is
when
like
I was 14, Kurt was the Pennzoil guy, or Kurt was the both. Kurt was the Bud guy, or God, my mind is everywhere.
Miller.
Kurt was the Miller guy, and Kurt was the Pennzoil guy.
And that's the thing is like Kurt was the Miller guy, but he just kind of like filled the shoes of what was left.
But he did it for so long and like pretty well.
Until he went over to Stuart Haas, and then he ran the Haas car. And then Monster was like, hey man, when we run this thing. So like that's when he developed his own brand.
Yeah. And it's like this playboy kind of guy. And I think that works with the Jordan brand very well. I think it works with Monster. So I think Kurt has the opportunity to not retire if he doesn't want to.
I think he should. The more faces that are younger that we see that dominate, I don't think Kurt makes sense to be there unless he's dead.
Get 8 and man, where's Red at? We need Red.
Why is Dalton not here? That's the question.
Dude. Everybody dipped. The most important
Everybody.
Night.
Everybody.
No. Monster was all Kyle. Bark, bark, bark. Carried away, Coop Daddy.
Kurt to the booth. It makes sense. Kurt in the booth is very smart. Joey in the booth is great. Ryan Blaney in the booth is great. Ryan's too young to be in the booth, so why not run with Kurt and Joey? And then, maybe it's kind of a thing where I know Gordon's not doing it, but Gordon could totally be in the booth and still be the head guy of Hendrick. But why wouldn't Kurt do that? Because the bias isn't there.
Why would he?
Why wouldn't he? He's so intelligent in the booth. And he's to that age, what? He's 42, 43?
What if he's still a little hungry, though? What if he felt that, like, his career has been on the downward decline for a reason? He gets in this this 45 and realizes, hey, I'm still competitive every freaking week.
Which is true. Like, it's not saying that he's not, but there's just so many guys coming in. Ty Gibbs, Noah Gregson. Like, there's names that are coming in that are hungrier. And we see it now, like Ross Chastain. Ricky Stenhouse needs a win soon.
I think that Kurt being with that team means more to Denny than it does to Kurt. In the sense that Denny is very willing to handsomely pay Kurt to continue running for him.
Yeah.
And if Kurt's
MJ's money,
I think it's probably both. I think that 2311 is starting to put their claws in the ground as far as like the business side of it.
But it's easy to boot an old guy when you don't need him. When you have Reddick and Bubba that are so hot, so young, you give Bubba that more exposure. Bubba can be the Kurt that he was.
If Denny was retired, yes. If Denny could be Justin Marks, yes. Because Justin Marks was able to be that to two young guys.
Yeah.
You put two young hot heads on one team together. And I mean, kind of look at what it's done with Trackhouse. Like, they've had a little bit of success, but they've also torn up a lot of shit.
But MJ's got that money to piss away. He's not happy, but he's got that money to piss away.
Jordan footing this bill? Most likely, yes. Bubba is hot. Cooper's right. Bubba is a beautiful man.
All right. Without the beard. No mustache. He did. He is right now. He's good. I mean, Austin Dillon's a great vet. He's great for him. It's taught him so much. Did you see his win?
He taught
Dillon
him how
didn't bring out the caution.
Shit stain got it coming. That's a new one. So there's chest pain, crash stain, and now shit stain. What is he to you, Cooper?
The guy that I can't hate.
So he's crash stain, you would say?
I feel like he's more chest pain than anything.
It's chest pain for me every single week.
Because, like, I can struggle to breathe, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be fine.
I wish more people would allow the chest train to chug on through so you didn't have to wreck them, you know?
No, absolutely not.
How not to win.
He's young.
I think it'll be interesting to see how the championship race goes. If he probably makes it into the championship for all the enemies he's made throughout the season. I mean, does he become just like a what's the game called? Ping pong, not ping pong. Oh my gosh. I like an arcade. Pinball. Is he just a pinball in the championship race to everybody who hates him?
Thanks, Summer.
Yeah, shut up, Summer.
He's not making it. Like, it's fine.
He doesn't make top 8.
Thanks. Appreciate that, Billy.
I don't know.
Thanks, Billy.
Ricky Shithouse. Ricky Spinhouse. Dude, still the funniest thing in the world to me was that guy's shirt at Gateway. Where it's like, oh no, not Ricky. It's a little like stick figure car crash. Like, you're just that confident. You go to the race and you know that.
What's like the camera? Kyle Busch is a douchebag guy.
Yeah, the way the camera panned though, like from Ricky's wreck to the fan, and it like zooms in. It's like, oh no, not Ricky. Oh, gold. Where were we?
I think this is it.
Is this where it ends?
I
Have
think
we
so.
divulged
I don't know.
all the way through?
I don't know what else to hit on.
We covered that Junior, this is his prime time to come to the Cup.
Yeah.
RCR is like broken right now.
Mm-hmm. Dylan's up after this year.
He is. Tyler Reddick announced a year and a half ahead of time where he's going to be racing, and it's with a different manufacturer, which currently only holds 2 charters, but the owner said that both drivers have a foreseeable future with him. Do they get a 3rd charter? Is Kyle Busch coming back? Is Eric Almirola retiring or not? Is Cole Custer a Cup Series driver? What happens when Harvick retires?
Pain.
I don't know what else we've covered that couldn't be covered.
Apparently, I'm Russian.
Yep. Cooper Nurmagomedov.
Big Russian guy. I'm going 0-30.
It's got to just be Coop, though, for sure. Coop Nurmagomedov.
Coop Daddy Nurmagomedov.
Use your middle name, Kelly Nurmagomedov.
That ain't my middle name.
That's all of our middle names.
We're all Kelly. We're all JKLs.
We joined the gold.
CKD.
When he stuffed us in that trunk, we all legally had to change our middle name to Kelly just to be like him.
I think the only other things to promote are going to be buy our fucking Colties and buy our merch.
Shout out the merch.
We got new merch, I'm sure, soon one day.
Hopefully. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it a little bit more profitable, if you know what I mean.
I know. Yep. Facts. Hit us up. We got you. We're all send you Cody's way.
Yeah. Beautiful man and Coop. Bye, buddy.
Hey, man.
Thanks for hanging out. Was Chase's blog dirty? No, it just wasn't dirty.
It was. Thanks.
That was an exciting emergency episode of LTC. W. Great for the sport.
Fly the W. Yeah. Let's talk Chicago and flying the W. Yeah.
I mean, listen.
I'm
a journalist of art, so I got to have those catchy taglines.
It's very fitting.
Junior, you're Mickey Mouse, pal, and Kyle Larson is a Mickey Mouse. Fight me, bro. Meet me in the Discord. We need to start a shout channel, a voice channel in the Discord where everybody can just go in and it's just pure chaos. I might start that tonight. So if you're hanging around and you want to hop in the Discord, I'm going to just start a open room. No video or anything, but just you to say whatever you want. And
absolutely no video. Sorry.
Yeah, just note whatever you say in that chat can and will be held against you in banning. Just to throw that out there. Just use common sense
stupid
with
shit,
it,
guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
We know better.
I'm disappearing. I was going into the upside down.
Yeah, going MIA.
So I guess this is where we close it out. What do I play? Oh, let's close it out with Radio LTC.
Oh shit.
We covered all the news. A lot of crazy stuff happened today.
I think I need a green screen.
Maybe, yeah, but you gotta have good lighting because I clearly don't. That's why I blend in and out, and I need a new webcam because it's old.
Oh shit, I don't even have a webcam.
Yours is still higher quality than mine.
We need to get with the game.
Why do we just keep making it a song when it's supposed to be a radio show?
I don't know, but stay tuned to 95.9 The Hog. Everything that rocks.
98.5 WTFM Delilah.
107.7 The Frog. Wivik.
So, actually, this is kind of like a sneak peek of what I want to start doing. I keep sharing this app on Twitter and in the Discord. It's called On Amped, and you can do radio shows. And I created an LTC channel because I would love to do stuff like this. And when you sign up, you create an account with the app. It's powered by Amazon, so any song that's on like the Amazon Music playlist, you can come in and request it, and I can play that like in between like us having people call in and talk. And it would be like a little radio show. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be dope as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
About Alan Jackson, Chattahoochee, please.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like that would be so much fun. And then like while everybody's listening to that, we could be in the Discord just like talking and stuff too. Like that's where people could be sending in their like requests. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? And then eventually like grow it out to TikTok where it's a live stream on TikTok too, and like just carry it out. I think that'd be sick.
That'd be badass. We should do it.
Yeah, that's just like one of my ideas. That's why this was kind of like a test run just to see how like you all vibed with it.
I might do some ASMR.
That'll be on channel 69.9.
Pornhub, RedTube, YouPorn.
What's X Hamster?
That's what we need in the sport. Tyler Reddick with a porn company.
Dude, I've always wanted Pornhub to sponsor a car. I've always thought it would be incredible. But FCC would never, ever, ever allow it.
Badass. You get a Reddick
hub
FCC
shirt.
Reddick
would,
hub.
Yeah, the FCC would axe that before they could even think about
Red
it.
Dog, baby. Red Dogging.
Yeah.
Red Rocket out here.
Oh, man.
Shit. The Red Rocket on Tyler Reddick. Oh, let's go.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. No, Tyler, we love you. The FCC, would never allow Red Dog Reddick and his Red Rocket to race around the track. Some people are anti-government for various reasons. That's my sole reason of being anti-government. The FCC won't allow the Red Rocket.
But the LTC does.
That's why everybody should join the cult. Stay tuned for another episode sometime soon.
Stay cozy.
Stay warm and cozy. It's Christmas in July.
Don't forget it, baby.
We have a fire in the coal. Stay warm with us.